Hello everyone. Today I would like to talk to you about a classic, and it's a classic that has gone out of fashion, and that is the humble City Rake. It's gone out of fashion for what I believe is a good reason. These used to be a staple in many pick kits. Anyone that's been picking for a while will remember when these were all the hype and everybody wanted a City Rake. Everybody understood the technique behind it, and everyone understood how they were intended to work. And they did work. However, as locks are improving, keys are improving, bittings are improving, and security pins are improving, these are becoming less effective. But they still work in low pin count, low quality, and older locks. So if you come across those fairly often and you'd like a quick way in, then you're well within good reason to carry one of these. Lots of people will now opt for a wave rake or a half diamond or something like that. Maybe they'll go with one of the more out there kind of rakes and carry something like this. But most people will be carrying a triple peak bow guitar or some sort of wave, which again is very reasonable. They work very good as well. But let's take this through a few of the locks which they do still work on with high success rate and see how effective they can be. So this I envision being the most difficult of the lot, since the core does bind up. But this is normally quite an easy lock, but recently something's not quite right in there, so it doesn't turn as it should. There we go. Next we'll move on to the Master 140s, and I've seen some people struggle with these, but you normally struggle SPPing these, not raking them. There we go, seconds and you're in. Let's do another one of these. And it's because they're low pin count locks. So there we go, straight away. So when you're simulating bitting, which is what a City Rake does, as you're doing this action and moving it in and out, is pretending to be lots of different keys. And that's the method, the theory behind a City Rake. Obviously when you're applying light tension, that some pins are going to stay in place when you're changing the angles, and it might work even faster or it might not work, but that's the theory behind it. Now this is an older rim cylinder, it's 5 pins. Normally I'll do door lock, there we go. Normally I'll do door locks in a vise to keep a little bit of the realism, but should we see if we can do one last, this one, see if I can not embarrass myself. This one has got security pins, it's got some spools in it, and it's got a much tighter keyway. There we go. So, the City Rake, a classic, an old timer, and it still can be quite effective depending on what you're coming up against. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, hope maybe you learnt something, and please let me know in the comments, what profile do you find completely underrated that you still use? Thanks for watching.